All right, Jack, you're watching ACC Network Football from Heinz Field on a perfect Saturday morning in Pittsburgh, PA. It's week 2 of the college football season and a second chance to make a good impression early in 2019 for the 0-1. As Ohio won the toss, elected to defer, and we're underway here at Heinz Field. Early 11 a.m. kick, the first of 4 games here on the ACC Network leading up to in the red zone here, 3rd down. And we'll call it 7. Cox's arm fires. That was nearly picked off at the goal line by Jared Dorsa, the reigning MAC East Defensive Player of the Week.
One of those leaders on that defense. It looked like Pickett threw it right at the middle linebacker, Jared Dorsa, and the Bobcats would have loved to turn away the Panthers there on 3rd down with an interception.
Ohio returning 6 starters from a defense that led the country in takeaways last year. Almost had one there. Here's Alex Kessman setting up from 27 yards out. And Pitt has the first quarter lead. A couple of series for the Panthers. We've seen some good things, but so far only 3 points on the board.
I don't know
thick of it too.
If TD and Danny had a race, I think there'd be a little bit more distance between them.
What I want to know is where was the number 15 guy?
That's right. He's left out.
Pickett is complete into Ohio territory. It's Maurice French. Look out. He could go. Touchdown Panthers. Maurice French. 74 yards on the catch and run. It's a touchdown. And Pitt has a 9-0 lead. Boy, this offense really needed that. As Kessman comes on for the point after. We've seen it stumble. We've seen it hurt itself. We've seen this offense just look not very sharp at times the last couple of weeks, including today. But on this series, Pickett hits French.
First of all, the offensive line holds up. Secondly, Kenny Pickett does a great job of moving himself to a place he can throw the football and now getting it to your playmakers. That's the recipe for success for the Panthers. Believing in yourself, moving around, letting your quarterback lead, and now get it to your explosive playmakers on the outside, which Maurice French is one of those guys.
First touchdown of the year for French. Second touchdown pass for Pickett.
And that feels good for your quarterback right there.
Got to make plays. How many times do we hear Pat Narduzzi say, first down and goal to go? They send Butler Jenkins in motion out to the right. And another screen pass to French. Getting behind the block of Butler Jenkins and inside the 5-yard line. Butler Jenkins is 6 foot, 215 pounds, through a good block on the outside for French.
Boy, he sure did. And that's a great stop and start movement by French. He can keep those feet flat on the ground, make the defender stop, and then get out and use that speed on the perimeter.
That's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. Vincent Davis, first carry of the day, and it's a touchdown. True freshman out of Fort Lauderdale. Taking it in from 3 yards out.
Well, it's got to feel good for a young guy, get his first collegiate touchdown of his career. Really good, efficient drive by the Panthers.
Now Kessman for the extra point. Now things are starting to fall into place for Pitt.
Zervos.
Zervos 2 for 2 on field goals last week with a long of 42. This is a chip shot from 23. And the Bobcats
wasn't close. So I see how Alex responds here with a 41-yard try.
Cal Adamitis to snap it. Kirk Christodoulou to hold it. That one is true. Tucked it inside that right upright. Second make for Kessman.
To have the football in Panther territory.
Only the 4th third down conversion for Rourke and the Ohio offense today. Wants to throw it again, and he's got time to do it. Man wide open. O'Shawn Allison. And a touchdown saving tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Terrific call by offensive coordinator Tim Albin. You have a big play, you come back with a little misdirection, you fake it to O'Shawn Allison, but he's going to sneak out the short side on that wheel route and runs right by every Panther defender. Shoestring tackle, saves a touchdown, but that's a great play call by Albin, the offensive coordinator. Get some chunk yards through the air, and now Ohio in the red zone. They can make this a football game. They punch it in the end zone here.
Ohio was great in the red zone last week, 5 for 5 against Rhode Island with 3 touchdowns. Touchdown would get him back in this game, but still plenty of time to go. This is Demontre Tuggle, touchdown Bobcats. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
Ohio fans have reason to celebrate. That was an efficient drive led by their quarterback in his right arm, but finished off with this power running game. There's a lot of blue jerseys going backwards. Credit that offensive line for Ohio up front.
Of 2019 for Pat Narduzzi's Panthers. It wasn't always pretty, but certainly a W is appreciated by these fans. This coaching staff going to be a little happier this week.
Much happier because the execution was better, and anytime you win you have a chance to celebrate and you can still correct what you need to correct.
That's going to do it from Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. 20-10 the final for John Congemi and Dr. Jerry Punch. I'm Clay Matvick. Don't forget Miami, North Carolina tonight, but coming up next, USF and Georgia Tech.